History has not forgotten that Buea was the headquarters of West Cameroon. History has not forgotten that Buea was the capital of southern Cameroon. And history has not forgotten that Buea was once the capital of German Kamerun. That is why I say that Buea is a historic town. I am proud, very proud, to be in Buea, proud to walk on the same soil like
Buea, often referred to as the capital of Ambazonia in the Anglophone struggle, holds an undeniable place in the political and cultural history of Cameroon and southern Cameroon. Located on the eastern slope of the Cameroon mountain, Buea was once the colonial capital of German Kamerun until World War One. Its cool climate, elevated terrain, and strategic location made it preferred settlement for administrators, missionaries, and politicians. Today, Amazonian activists and Ambazonians regard Buea as a symbolic capital for Ambazonia, following decades of marginalization under the Francophone dominated Cameroon. Despite the ongoing conflict in the region, Buea still thrives as a vibrant urban hub, blending colonial era relics with modern African city life. The city is not just a political landmark, but also a cultural one where history, identity, and aspiration for self determination converge. Buea is surrounded by neighborhoods and landmarks that made it one of the most scenic city in the Ambazonian today. Molyko, the bustling student neighborhood, thrives with the energy of thousands of young people attending the University of Buea. Mutengene, the gateway town of Buea, welcomes visitors with roadside markets, taxi parks, and vibrant life. Great Soppo, known for its panoramic view, is a residential area where traditional culture and modern life interact. Further up the hill are government quarters, colonial bungalows, and the old German governor's residence, which still stand as a historical relic. Tourists are often drawn to the Mount Cameroon National Park, where hiking trails lead adventurous climbers up the tallest mountain in West Africa. Drone footage of Buea captures the rolling hills, lushing greenery, and breathtaking mix of old and new architecture that gives the city a charm. Whether one is exploring Great Soppo, My 16, or Bonduma, each neighborhood tells a unique story of resilience, beauty, and change. One of Buea's defining features is its role as an educational powerhouse in Ambazonia and Cameroon at large. The University of Buea, popularly known as UB, is the first Anglo-Saxon-style university in Ambazonia, and it draws students from across Africa. The campus, with its expansive grounds, modern lecture halls, and vibrant student life, has become a landmark of intellectual pursuit. Life in Buea is equally marked by its legendary hospitality. Visitors often remark on how welcoming and warm the people are. The city thrives on small businesses, from food vendors to tech startups, and its nightlife is alive with music, dance, and the unique sounds of African rhythms. Hotels ranging from budget lodges to high end accommodations provide comfort for travelers, with top perks often highlighted in travel blogs and drone documentaries. Buea combines academic life, tourism, and traditional friendliness in a way that makes it stand out as not only a place to study or visit, but a city to love. Buea is often described as one of the most beautiful cities in Cameroon, and for good reasons. Here are some fun facts that gives it character. 1. Buea is nicknamed the town of legendary hospitality due to its residents' warmth and openness. 2. The city sits at the foot of Mount Cameroon, an active volcano known locally as Mount Fako, which is climbed annually by hundreds in the famous Mount Cameroon Race of Hope. 3. Despite being a modern city, Buea retains many colonial German structures, making it a blend of African and European history. 4. Buea enjoys a cooler climate than most Cameroonians and Ambazonian cities because of its altitude, which makes it attractive for retirees and expatriates. 5. The University of Buea is not only a center of learning but also a hub for cultural exchange with events, concerts, and debates that shape students and city life. 6. Buea is often captured in drones and videos for its breathtaking aerial view showing a city that stretches from volcano slopes down to fertile plains. These unique features make Buea not just a city but an experience that inspires pride and admiration. Why Buea, the capital of Southern Cameroon, is the best city in Southern Cameroon when compared to other Southern Cameroonian cities such as Kumbo, Kumba, Limbe, Bamenda. Buea stands out as its balance of history, education, and natural beauty and hospitality. Unlike the chaotic traffic and humid weather in other cities, Buea offers serenity, a cooler environment, and a scenic view where government bureaucracy dominates life. Buea offers a more relaxed yet progressive lifestyle anchored in education and entrepreneurship. Unlike other cities, which has faced significant destruction during the ongoing crisis, Buea has managed to maintain a level of stability, though Buea still has its own Achilles heels for activism and political consciousness. Its unique combination of being historically significant, geographically stunning, and socially welcoming cements Buea as arguably the best city in southern Cameroon. To walk its streets, to engage with its people, or to view its through breathtaking 4K drone footage is to understand why Buea is often described as a heart of Ambazonia, a jewel of Central Africa. So despite all the beauty and all the touristic beauties and everything in Buea, Buea is still engulfed in the ongoing crisis. Okay, the lockdown and ghost town, Buea still respect all the lockdowns and ghost town as we see. Uh, Buea is considered the hub for the capital of southern Cameroon, where you see during ghost town days in Buea, the shops closes, streets are empty, businesses shut down, schools stay closed, people stay home. These lockdowns are a tool by the people of southern Cameroon to enforce their orders, e.g., to disrupt normal government operation, schooling, or elections, or to pressure compliance by civilians. Insecurity and violence. There have been targeted attacks in Buea since 2016. For example, the police officers have been targeted just like the civilians have been targeted. Cars have been attacked, civilians injured during clashes, and incidents of violence associated with enforcing the government orders. Disruption of education has been very prevalent with the lockdowns of schools, lockdowns of shops, and boycotts of election. Buea has respected that as a capital of southern Cameroon, Ambazonia. Buea respects the everything that is going on within the war as we speak. The economic downturn, the displacement, and humanitarian concerns. Many say Buea, the capital, has always respected all these laws passed by the Ambazonian people. The effects on daily life and hopeful signs. Everyday life has been altered. Things may take for granted, things many take for granted or uncertain, going to work, attending school, visiting a hospital, even moving around town can be risky or impossible depending on whether a lockdown has been declared. Community resilient. Despite the disruption, there are signs that people are trying to restore their life after the lockdown days. Schools in some areas are gradually reopening. Some displaced persons are returning, but yet the war persists. Hope and peace efforts have been tried through the Grand National Dialogue that has failed. Yet the international community is calling for a major negotiation process to end the crisis.